Well, our team coverage continues with a look at Hurricane Beryl making history as the earliest Category 5 in history, potentially a sign of things to come for this year's season.
There are other factors that contributed to Beryl's history-making status, but what are they? Here to answer that good question, Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley.
All eyes are on the tropics right now as Hurricane Beryl continues to move through the Caribbean, causing devastation in the Windward Islands and Barbados, setting numerous records as it did so. So we're going to start right at the beginning of when this storm was simply just Tropical Storm Beryl, becoming the second named storm of this year's hurricane season. Pretty quickly into becoming a tropical storm, it got its act together really quickly, becoming the easternmost hurricane in the month of June. Now this is record number 1. Now, as this continued to move towards the west, look how intense it gets. You can see the eye wall really trying to develop, and now we have our first glimpse at that eye wall on Sunday morning. So that is when Hurricane Beryl becomes a major hurricane, a Category 3 at this time, very quickly intensifying into a Category 4 right around on Sunday afternoon. And as it makes its way towards the rest of the Windward Islands on Sunday evening at 7 p.m., this is now the earliest Category 4 in recorded history. Record number 2. Now, as this moves into the Windward Islands and Barbados, it is now the most intense hurricane to ever make landfall in the Windward Islands in history. Record number 3. And as this continues to move into the Caribbean, we are now on Monday afternoon. So as this continues to move off to the west, we are now looking at the earliest Category 5 in history. That is record number 4. All of this over the span of a weekend. This is an incredibly strong hurricane that formed in the month of June, and incredibly rare as well. And you can accredit it to a couple things, but one of them are these temperatures out in the Caribbean. 90 degrees in the month of June is insane. Never talked about that before. And we're going to look at these temperatures all the way up into the Gulf of Mexico, getting into the mid-90s. So it's no surprise that these storms are developing so quickly. And now we have 3 named storms: Alberto, a tropical storm, Category 5 Beryl, and then Tropical Storm Chris. So it's a bit of a jump between those two, but you get the point. 3 named storms before the month of July. Insane. And here's where we are in terms of the activity per year. This is the average. Today we should be not that active in terms of July, and look where we're supposed to be in August. You can only imagine what the rest of this year's hurricane season could be looking like. Now, if you want to see any good questions of your own answered on the air, scan this QR code that you're seeing on your screen right now. That'll send you over to my email, mcrowley@kadn.com. You can send me any good questions that you want, and I'll answer them right here on News 15. I'm Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley. I can't wait to hear those good questions.